Right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. I hope you've been doing great. I'm doing quite alright. Today, let's have a little chat about the new year because as I'm recording this, it is currently the 31st, but you'll be seeing this video in a couple of days. So let's have a little chat because I saw a post very recently that was like the title of this video, 12 chapters, 365 chances. This video here, I wanted to be somewhat of a motivational video for a lot of people, or sort of a beacon of hope for people in a sense. Because I think very often when you start to improve your life, when you're really focusing on things, on building up something bigger than yourself, maybe it can be like your business, your new physique, your new lifestyle, you're trying to improve at anything, you're trying to create anything in your life. Often it is very, very easy to get sort of overwhelmed by the amount of things, by the amount of time, by the amount of doubts that there are in day-to-day life, because things get overwhelming, and it is not easy to really push yourself hard in life. You have to face a lot of things that, it kind of sucks at times. Like very recently, in the last few days while I was walking home, the channel has been doing very good. The growth slowed down a little bit, but I would assume it would have happened sooner or later because I doubt I was gonna grow like over 120 subscribers every week, even less than every week. So as the growth started to go down a little bit, I started to feel a little bit of doubt. I was like, you know what, even though it is a relatively small channel, like I don't make any money off of this. So at the moment I'm just doing it sort of for the fuck of it. While I was walking home from the gym, I was thinking to myself, like I had this weird feeling actually, not even thoughts, it was just a feeling of like, what if I'm not really made for this? What if this doesn't work out? What if I'm just doing everything for nothing? And then, I went on with my day. I got home, I did all the things that I had to do. And then slowly, this feeling over the next few days, it pretty much went away like much sooner than that. But in the few days afterwards, I started to sort of click in, especially after seeing this post here, that, the beauty of life, the beauty of really improving yourself, the beauty of going after something important to yourself, the beauty of creating something bigger than yourself, maybe to help people, to help yourself, to help your family, or just because you enjoy doing it, which is, I think it should be a mix of all of those things. The beauty of it is that, yes, it's gonna be hard. Yes, it's gonna be tough at times. Yes, you're gonna have doubts. Yes, there's going to be a lot of things in it. Yes, it's going to be overwhelming. But you know what the beautiful thing is that every day you get to wake up. Well, hopefully, ideally at least. The beautiful thing is that every day you get to wake up and you get to go on about your day. You get to go on about your day doing the things that you have to do. And you just have to learn that you have to go day by day. Thinking long term is definitely a good thing. You should be thinking in long term for your goals, for yourself, for everything. But at the same time, don't get stuck thinking long term and don't get stuck in the future because you're not there yet. So yes, it's gonna be overwhelming now, but take it one step at a time. After seeing that post there, something clicked in where I started to really enjoy this thought here, where it's look at life as if you're collecting books for your bookshelf, in a sense. Let me explain it to you exactly. So let's imagine that every year is a book and you have to fill up a given bookshelf, like for example this one here, with every single book from every year of your life. So every single book that you're gonna put in there is going to have 12 chapters and 365 pages. You're gonna have to read one page every day, one page at a time. You can't be reading pages from a month forward because there is nothing written in them. And these books here, you have to read them and write them yourself, day by day. You have to live your life day by day, because very often it can get overwhelming, whether we're thinking about the past, whether we're thinking about the future, whether we're thinking about things that aren't right now. Because, well, for as important as it is as reflecting about your past, thinking about the future, planning, and all of these things here, you're living right now. You're not living tomorrow or yesterday. You're living right now. So really, I think focusing and learning to live life day by day, understanding, you know what, I'm just as confused as everyone else in a sense. But I am confused as everyone else, but I'm accepting the fact that I'm confused. I'm accepting the fact that, well, I'm probably gonna be confused for the rest of my life in a sense. And life has to be lived day by day. And also, I think it's very important that we stop, in a sense, rushing things in our life. Because again, since life has to be lived day by day, you're gonna have to be patient with things. You're gonna have to be patient with things because improvement or growth of anything that you're doing, whether it is your physique, your business, your YouTube channel, your Instagram page, whether it is improving your lifestyle, quitting bad habits, literally anything, it's gonna take time. It's not a flick of the switch kind of thing. A lot of these things here, they're gonna take time. And learning to be patient throughout all of this process, this 12 chapters of your new year, these 365 pages that you're gonna have to write and read and live through, being patient is probably one of the most important things. Because like I've said before, sure, planning for the future is really important and reflecting on your past is also really important, but you're living right now. So the goal of this video here, and I hope that I managed in a sense, is to make you a little bit more hopeful and understanding that, you know, life at the end of the day is a process. It's a process that it's going to confuse you, it's going to overwhelm you, it's going to kick you in the face a couple of times, but it's also going to give you a few hugs here and there. So for as tough as it gets, for as happy as you feel, for as sad as you feel, for all of the things that might happen in this next year coming forward, remember to live your life day by day. I have said this very often, most recently, but many things are gonna go wrong. Many things are not gonna go the way that you want them to. You're gonna fail on certain things, or many things, or very few things, but regardless, you're gonna fail on some things. And you know, if you beat yourself up way too much, perhaps you relapsed on a bad habit, perhaps you did something you shouldn't have done, perhaps someone said something to you or anything of that sort, realize that it's only for today. At least most things are only for today. Obviously, there's gonna be things that happen and they carry on forward for a few days, a few months, a few weeks, even a few years really. But if you put in the effort and you realize that, well, you know, today was a really shitty day, today something really bad happened, today so many things went wrong, you know, sometimes you just have to look at yourself and say, you know what, let's go sleep. Let's go sleep and wake up tomorrow and try to make it right tomorrow. Because if today is fucked up, it doesn't mean that tomorrow will be fucked up as well. And hey, if tomorrow isn't good either, well, you have another 363 days to try, 362, 361. You have another whole 365 days the next year, even if your whole year goes wrong. But I doubt the whole year will go wrong. Because while living through life, you're gonna find yourself failing a lot of times. You're gonna catch a lot of L's in a sense. But you're also gonna win a lot of times. And you need both in life. You need both the wins and the losses. And while the wins obviously are really important and you have to be able to appreciate the wins that you take along the way and reward yourself for those wins, because at the end of the day, whenever you're doing something, whether it is related to physique, money, status, business or anything, you know, very few people can keep going X amount of time without seeing any kind of reward. Even if it is just like, say with the YouTube channel, in this case here, even if it is like just 1 subscriber per week, if you're getting no subscribers for like 2 or 3 months, you're like, man, this is probably not for me. The rewards are definitely important. The wins, the small wins, the big wins are definitely important because they're gonna keep you motivated to keep going. But don't forget that from the losses, from the fuck-ups, from the mistakes, from the failures, that is where you're gonna grow. That is where you're gonna find new perspectives in a sense. And with those new perspectives, they're gonna lead you to new wins. And then new wins will lead to losses, and losses lead to wins. But at the end of the day, quite literally, it's only for today. Tomorrow is a new day. So realize that it is a process and you're gonna have to be patient with it. Whatever you're doing is gonna take time. But with that said, I hope that this new year is going to be a good year for you, and it's going to be, most importantly, a year where you start to put yourself first, where you start to really focus on yourself the same way that I am doing it. Because I thought I used to be focusing on myself a lot more way back in the days, but to be honest with you, I wasn't as focused on myself and my growth and my future as I am right now. And for as much as I can tell you, it does get tough, it does get challenging at times. You know, it even gets lonely, to be honest with you. But that doesn't mean that I'm not having fun. For example, little side note, tonight is currently the 31st. For example, I'll give you a quick example of how my New Year's Eve is gonna go. Today is the 31st. I am not particularly going out to get drunk. I am not going out to do bad habits. I'm not really even interested in doing those things there, because between today and tomorrow, I have to record like 12 videos or something like that. So yeah, I've got quite a bit of work to do. But you know what I'm gonna be doing tonight to enjoy myself and to appreciate that, you know, I've made it through this year. I'm focusing on myself and life moves forward. I'm ordering some steak. I'm ordering some steak cuts, and I'm gonna make some steaks for me and my dog. And it's gonna be me and my dog, probably maybe watching a movie, maybe, or something. And yeah, it's gonna be me and my dog eating some steak, or maybe not even watching a movie, and going to sleep early, ideally. Depends how long it takes me to do all the work today. But yeah, with that said, I hope you found today's video helpful. I hope it gave you sort of a beacon of hope, in a sense, to make you understand that, yeah, life is gonna get weird. You're gonna have to go through a lot of things, but you have to live life day by day, because today is today and tomorrow is tomorrow. What matters today doesn't particularly matter tomorrow. What goes wrong today can most definitely, most often, be fixed tomorrow as well. So don't get hung up on the future or the past. Live your life day by day, plan ahead, reflect on your past, but you're alive right now. So live it, because you're alive right now in this exact moment. And again, with that said, I hope you found today's video helpful. I hope you enjoyed it. There's other links in the description if you want to follow me elsewhere. I'll see you tomorrow with a new video. And also have a good new year. Happy 2025.